At this point, is Eason even considered Carson Wentz's backup because they haven't really done anything other than OTAs and shoot some hoops?
They did sign Brett Hundley as well, who, was under the tutelage of Rodgers for quite some time. So maybe, by osmosis.
I remember when he came in for you guys stunk, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. It's not your guys' fault or his fault. It's just in the situation of an offense built for Aaron Rodgers. Hundley gets in there, they stink, right?
The game you called, right? But didn't he come in once Rodgers got hurt on the first play? Was Hundley the quarterback there?
I'm not 100% sure because Matthew Stafford just hung 75 points. And Prater did as well.
Right.
Yeah. Hundley was quarterback in that game?
He might have been. He might have been out of town by that point. I really don't remember.
Where's Hundley from?
UCLA.
All right, here we go, Hun.
Good player.
Let's go, Hun.
Hey, what you say, Brett? Come on now, Brett.
Let's talk about other quarterback situations and scenarios. Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill absolutely battling down in New Orleans for the starting quarterback position post Drew Brees. There will be no Michael Thomas for weeks and weeks, just like there's no Carson Wentz for weeks and weeks for the Indians. That's unfucking believable.
Man, such a bummer. I'm bummed for you. I really am. I hope they go 0-17, but I am bummed for you as just a football fan.
Because thinking about Michael Thomas getting surgery and not being ready for season, you go this is a fuck up here.
Yes.
This should not be happening. With what Sean Payton said, we haven't heard Michael Thomas' side yet, but somebody fucked up there. Somebody thought they were going to be able to get back on time without having to have surgery, or I guess there's no chance of this happening, a surgery happening before that didn't work as well. Whatever the case, they're without Michael Thomas. Colts are without Carson. I mean, that's a tough one we got to kind of sit on here, I guess, for the next one.
Well, and, even not being a Colts fan or anything, I was looking forward to the Colts, that being a primetime ticket this year, going to now, it's shit. I guess on the other hand, you'd be able to go to a game for $14 because they might be bucks.
Listen, Jacob Eason, all right, is going to be moving seats.
Sure.
They say whenever you pay $14 for a ticket for the Indianapolis Colts, you're only going to be using the edge of it when Jacob Eason's playing.
Boom. They do say that. I forgot. So, shit, it's just this. The city is just better if there's a good football team.
1,000,000%, by the way. Insert name of how many cities, probably in the NFL, at least 27 of them, that whenever the football team's doing well in town, it's just everything's better.
Yeah.
The brunches have a better environment. The traffic seems to move quicker.
Yep.
The potholes that are riding on the moon aren't as big of a problem whenever they're winning. But then whenever they're losing, it's hard not to see that pothole and be of course this city fucking stinks. We got a guy named Jacob Eason playing quarterback right now. We paid Carson Wentz $100 million. Matthew Stafford was available allegedly, and Tom Brady at one point. It's hard not to get too negative. I don't want to get too negative.
But
Jacob Eason's going to do just fine. Okay?
Sure.
Hey, Josina Anderson's reporting that her source in the Colts is saying, listen, he hasn't had any NFL reps, but he knows what he's doing. All right. He's been here. We have a great team around him. He seems comfortable with wide receivers he's throwing to. I hope everything works out with number 2. But if number 9 is the guy, we'll be fine too. Maybe a Ballard quote there from Josina Anderson, who said to source to me on Colts quarterback Jacob Eason. Jacob Eason. There's only a certain amount of people that'll know exactly how he's doing, right? Or feel obligated that they can go out and say how well he's doing. Got to be pretty powerful, especially with Josina. He knows what he's doing out there. Hey, we're comfortable with number 9 as well. Don't you worry about it, Jacob Eason out there. Hey, Jacob Eason is a good ball player. That's what Chris Ballard does, builds good culture with depth.
Yeah, he's going to be incredible for sure. But have they said how this happened? Did someone step on his foot? Did he tweak it? So in high school he tweaked his foot and then gradually.
What we were told is this is a previous injury that he might have. He'd been dealing with some pain and maybe he did something and tweaked it a little bit more. I don't know how. A injury from high school is just now being figured out at this stage of the game. Maybe it was just hanging on. He's always dealt with it. It's just always been something he dealt with. And then when he used all of his leverage to go 70 yards back, cross the body, shout out to A squared plus B squared equals C squared. That's Pythagorean theorem. Maybe he tweaked it a little bit on that one because I didn't think a human could throw the ball as far as he threw it off the back foot. I have no idea. We'll have to wait and kind of see as we go.